Alright guys, here's a lowdown. I was saying I'm going to do a video, so here it is. This is going to be called the Fantasy Fast Track. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let me know what I can change, let me know what I can take away, let me know what I can add, I'm going to do a quick recap, week 1, week 2. I think I'm going to go into week 3. I'll try to do this every week. I'm trying to do it before Thursday. Right now it's a little late, so I'm going to have a little bit of a lag, but hey, we'll get to it. Alright, so week 1, Offensive Player of the Week, Matt Ryan. Blasted 41 points for the Going Bills deep team. Defensive Player of the Week, Harrison Smith, got 16 points for the stand-up comedians. I was going to do a worst player, but so far nobody scored a negative. Everybody scored a bunch of zeros. So we're not going to do a worst player just yet. Also, the closest game, Dwayne Bowe Unchained and the stand-up comedians. An amazing 0.3 points. 0.3 decided this game, and it went in the favor of the stand-up comedians. Biggest blowout, Knoxville Volunteers and the Magic City Muffin Tops. The Muffin Tops ran away with, so far, the closest blowout at 28.55 points, winning 147.9 to 119.35. The high score of the week went to Denver Doo-Doo, scoring 165.5 points, and the low score went to the Volunteers, scoring 119.35 points. All right, moving into week 2, guys. Week 2 Offensive Player of the Week was Jordy Nelson, with so far the highest score of any player at 42.9 points for Waka Flocka Flames. The Defensive Player of the Week was Chandler Jones, scoring 18 points once again for the stand-up comedians. What that tells me, guys, is watch out. He knows what he's doing on defense. So the worst player of the week again, zeros. Everybody got them. Nobody had any negatives, so I'm not really going to name out 40 players. Closest game, Sam Bradford's Neat at the Knoxville Volunteers again. Volunteers is making a habit of being in the closest or the biggest blowout. It goes to the Knoxville Volunteers by a marginal 2.85 points. They won 107.4 to 104.55. The biggest blowout was the Magic City Muffin Tops over the Going Bills deep. They absolutely demolished them with an amazing 59.65 point spread. Needless to say, I wouldn't have been playing that spread. The win was 153.7 to 93.5. High score went to me, Beats by Ray, 185.85. The low score went to Dwayne Bowe Unchained, scoring a measly 89.2 points. Alright, so now it brings us to week 3, guys. Here's the great news. We have a great game of the week this week. It's the only game of the week where 2 undefeated teams are going at it. We have the stand-up comedians going against the West Canaan Coyotes. They're both 2-0. It's for first place in their division. So I guarantee you we're down to 4 undefeated teams at least next week. Could be less. Depends on if one of the undefeated falls to an underdog. We had our first trade. Dominant Defenders was hit hard with a unknown time frame for the return of RG3. He could not wait. All he had was Big Ben on the bench. Not a pretty situation. So he got sent to Beats by Ray. He got in return. He got Johnny Football. So that's going to be a big deal for him in the future. The snooze of the week. There's too many teams that are winless playing each other and 1-1s. So everybody's in on this. Good free agent movement, guys. I see a lot of picking up, a lot of dropping, a lot of movement. Teams aren't stagnant. I like it. It's going to be fun. The undefeated teams as of right now, the Muffin Tops, the West Canaan Coyotes, Stand-Up Comedians, the Dominant Defenders, and Beats by Ray. Like I said, at the end of this week, there will only be 4. 4 at most. But now it could be less, could be more. Alright, guys, keep it up. Have fun, and always remember, you're playing for a trophy.